At any rate, you are not ready for that long road yet.
No, indeed. But in the meantime, what course am I to take?
Towards danger, but not too rashly, nor too straight. If you want my advice, make for Rivendell. That journey should not prove too perilous, though the road is less easy than it was, and it will grow worse as the year fails.
Rivendell. Very good. I will go east and I will make for Rivendell. I will take Sam to visit the elves. He will be delighted.
He spoke lightly, but his heart was moved suddenly with a desire to see the house of Elrond Half-Elven and breathe the air of that deep valley where many of the fair folk still dwelt in peace. One summer's evening, an astonishing piece of news reached the ivy bush and green dragon. Giants and other portents on the borders of the Shire were forgotten for more important matters.
Mr. Frodo was selling Bag End. Indeed, he had already sold it to the Sackville Bagginses. For a nice bit too.
Said some.
At a bargain price.
Said others.
And that's more likely when Mistress Lobelia is the buyer.
Otho had died some years before, at the ripe but disappointed age of 102. Just why Mr. Frodo was selling his beautiful hole was even more debatable than the price. A few held the theory, supported by the nods and hints of Mr. Baggins himself, that Frodo's money was running out. He was going to leave Hobbiton and live in a quiet way on the proceeds of the sale down in Buckland among his Brandybuck relations.
As far from the Sackville Bagginses as may be.
Some added, but so firmly fixed had the notion of the immeasurable wealth of the Bagginses of Bag End become that most found this hard to believe, harder than any other reason or unreason that their fancy could suggest. To most, it suggested a dark and yet unrevealed plot by Gandalf. Though he kept himself very quiet and did not go about by day, it was well known that he was hiding up in the Bag End. But however a removal might fit in with the designs of his wizardry, there was no doubt about the fact. Frodo Baggins was going back to Buckland.
Yes, I shall be moving this autumn,
said Frodo.
Mary Brandybuck is looking out for a nice little hole for me, or perhaps a small house.
As a matter of fact, with Mary's help, he had already chosen and bought a little house at Crickhollow in the country beyond Bucklebury. To all but Sam, he pretended he was going to settle down there permanently. The decision to set out eastwards had suggested the idea to him, for Buckland was on the eastern borders of the Shire, and as he had lived there in childhood,